Caitlyn Clark is quickly becoming a phenomenon in the WNBA, and these recent stats prove us just why. Caitlyn Clark attempted 16 pick-and-rolls in the Indiana Fever's June 27th loss against the Seattle Storm. She got trapped on 10 of them. Such defensive attention has been the standard for the #1 overall pick, who has spent the first half of her rookie season adjusting to the professional game while being defended like one of the WNBA's finest players. Although these stats don't look that impressive, she has been on fire in recent games. So is there anything that can stop her? And what is her secret strategy? Let me fill you in. It's a women's game now, Fever veteran Erica Wheeler explained. It's not college anymore. We're a lot faster and stronger. In the beginning, she struggled a little bit because she didn't know what the physicality was like, but now she knows. She's reading the game way better, and as you can see, the numbers don't lie. Clark is averaging 16.1 points, 6.0 rebounds, and 7.4 assists after 22 games, making her the 4th player and first rookie to have a May 5th 15 season. She leads all rookies in scoring and assists, is second in the league in the latter category, and took only 20 games to break the Fever's rookie assist record. She just made history as the first rookie to record a triple-double. Clark can truly do it all on the offensive end, but although her long-range three-point shooting is her superpower, as Steph Curry described it earlier this year, her playmaking is maybe the most intriguing component of her game. She sees things as they happen, and sometimes before the player who will receive the ball even realizes it, Fever coach Christy Side said, adding that she is a hell of a passer. Before we dive into her secret and developed strategy, make sure to dunk that subscribe button. The pick and roll accounted for more than half of Clark's possessions. She averages 14.1 of them a game, trailing just Sabrina Ionescu and tied for the most by any rookie in the last decade. Because of her unusual abilities, opponents frequently send multiple defenders Clark's way in order to, as Chicago Sky coach Teresa Weatherspoon puts it, get that ball out of her hands as quick as we possibly can to allow other people to make decisions. Clark was blitzed 89 times in the pick and roll through her first 20 games, nearly twice as much as the next highest player, Ionescu, 46. Clark is under such intense strain that even Wheeler, who twice led the WNBA in total pick and rolls, has struggled to coach her younger teammate. "Nobody plays me how they play her," Wheeler said. "It's a unique situation because literally they trap her at half court. I've never had that." The Fever has leaned extensively on their male practice squad to assist Clark adjust to opponents' enhanced agility and strength, running as many reps as possible when given the option. It's no surprise that Clark has appeared more at ease since their incredible first stretch of 11 games in 20 days ended, and she believes her readings have definitely gotten better. Clark has adjusted well, as have her teammates, who have had to adjust to a pick-and-roll strategy. None more so than Aaliyah Boston, a center who has spent her whole career playing back to the basket. Boston has 49 possessions as a roller in 22 games, which is roughly equal to her total of 63 last season. And it only covers situations in which she took a shot, was fouled, or turned the ball over, not when she kept the ball moving. Clark has contributed 53 of Boston's 79 assisted field goals, making them the team's most common connection. Notably, only 17 of those assists came in the team's first 13 games, with 36 coming during their recent 6-3 run. During a recent social media Q&A, Boston was asked about her favorite play to run alongside Clark. Her reply was unsurprising. Any type of ball screen action because she always makes a great read. Here's a deeper look at some of the data from the Clark-Boston pick and roll during the Fever's recent turnaround, which includes victories against the Mercury and Liberty. Possessions, 65. Points, 63. Points per possession, 0.969, equivalent to the second most efficient offense in the league. Quality shots, 49. Turnovers, 11. Boston has become more comfortable as a roller, whether it's finishing at the rim on a deep roll or making a pass on a short roll. Teams have begun to back off their blitzing defenses as Clark, Boston, and the Fever have worked out how to deal with them. As a result, Clark has more ability to make plays on her own, whether it's pulling up for a three or driving to the basket. The Clark-Boston pick and roll will eventually be the finest basketball play. That day could arrive sooner than we realize. The chemistry and getting to play with one another, you kinda get on the same page with your minds, Clark said. Turnovers have been Clark's only big drawback thus far. She leads the league by a significant margin, averaging 5.5 per game, which would be the worst mark ever. Interestingly, only 45 of Clark's 122 turnovers have occurred in pick-and-roll situations, while accounting for more than half of her offensive possessions. "I think for myself there's a difference between a good turnover and a bad turnover," Clark pointed out. "So you go back and watch, and it's a good pass to make, and maybe it just hit off her hands wrong and went out of bounds, or maybe the defender got a little tip of the ball." Clark will most certainly always be among the top in turnovers because of how much she controls the offense, but there is no long-term worry in that area. Rookie point guards have historically struggled with ball control, and none of them have been ranked first on scouting reports. Despite a strong start to her career, Clark was a controversial last cut from Team USA's roster and will not be flying to Paris for the Olympics. The positive is that once she returns from the All-Star game with Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, she'll be able to take her first meaningful rest since last summer, and the Fever will have a de facto second training camp with their full squad. Clark is undoubtedly the greatest point guard in the league halfway through her rookie season, and if she continues to improve at her current clip, there may be no dispute when play returns after the Olympic break. She has already scored or assisted on more points, 713 total, than any other player. As Wheeler stated, numbers don't lie. And on Saturday, Caitlyn Clark delivered one of the most complete individual games of her brief WNBA career, upping her numbers once more. The rising star scored 19 points, grabbed 12 rebounds, and dished out 13 assists in the Fever's 83-78 home victory over the feared New York Liberty. Her performances cemented her spot in league history as the first rookie to get a triple-double in a WNBA game. Many fans congratulated Indiana Fever standout Caitlyn Clark on her historic triple-double in her team's 83-78 victory over the New York Liberty. Triple-doubles have grown more regular in the WNBA during the previous 2 years. Until last Saturday, no rookie had ever accomplished this feat. Clark became the first when she had 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 13 assists against the Liberty. For the 6'0" guard, defeating the WNBA's reigning runner-up was the more significant accomplishment, and she played down her individual scoring efforts. "I'm just happy we won," she said after the game. "I take a lot of pride in being able to do a lot of different things for this team. I think we're really good when I can get the ball off the glass and just go in transition and find my teammates and set them up." Clark's performance to open the season received a lot of attention, but not for the best reasons. She was suffering with the transition to the WNBA, and the Fever's 1-8 start only made matters worse. Now the #1 overall pick is finding her footing as Indiana's season begins to improve. The Fever are 6-3 over their previous 9 games, with Clark averaging 15.9 points, 7.4 rebounds, and 9.3 assists while shooting 42.2% from the field. Her triple-double came only days after being picked to represent Team WNBA in the All-Star game alongside Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston. Clark will undoubtedly record more triple-doubles and All-Star appearances in the coming years. All these performances also mean that Caitlyn Clark leads Angel Reese in the battle for WNBA Rookie of the Year at the halfway mark of the season, according to a nationwide panel of voters. Clark and Reese have captured national attention with record-breaking rookie seasons, making them the first rookie tandem to make an All-Star team since 2014, so it's no wonder that they're the frontrunners for the honor. The duo have helped the league achieve massive improvements in ratings, attendance, and retail sales, and with so much basketball yet to be played, either might win the prize. At the midway mark, the 15-member panel votes 9-5 in Clark's favor. One individual did not vote. Today, I would say Clark, only because they have one more win overall as a team and a 2-1 lead head-to-head, said voter Christy Winters-Scott, a Mystics basketball analyst. Clearly, this could change as the WNBA season progresses. It has been a complete joy for me to witness how both players have evolved as professionals in such a short amount of time in the league. Clark now leads the WNBA in points accounted for, points plus assists, with 713, according to ESPN. In addition, the Indiana Fever's #1 selection became the first rookie to record a triple-double in a game, doing it against New York. Reese established the WNBA record most consecutive double-doubles with 13, surpassing Candace Parker's 12 from the 2009 and 2010 seasons. She leads the league in rebounding, averaging 11.9 per game. Is there anything or anyone that can stop Clark from winning the award? Especially now that the Boston-Clark tandem has really found their footing in the league. What do you think? Will this become a legendary duo? And will Caitlyn win the Rookie of the Year award? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.